worst. Motherfucker never loved us. Fucker never loved us. You ain't know now, you know now. Still at the scrub J's with a toothbrush.
What up? It's Geek to the place to be. Got kicked out of Trump University.
Yo.
Another episode of the Unstable Podcast. Episode 8.
Yep.
Episode 8. And let me introduce you our lovely crew. You know who they are. They're very beautiful. They're very lovely. To my left, Miss Claudia Jordan, model actress. What's up, Claudia?
What up, y'all?
She's showing them off today, ain't she?
She got
She's
them out.
showing them off, boy.
Sexual harassment? No sexual harassment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
Two nice soft things right up front.
No sexual harassment. Let's keep going.
No, what?
To my father,
she's showing off her eyes. What are you
That's
talking
right.
about?
Oh, you do have pretty eyes.
Beautiful eyes.
Because she put her hair back. She put her hair
Jeez,
back.
man, what are you talking about?
You know, Steve's in the
Well,
gutter.
I was not. I was talking about her titties.
Oh,
Well, today I did want to show off my eyes.
The girl.
So I'm
Yeah.
glad
Yes.
you guys
beautiful
noticed.
eyes, gorgeous
Yes.
eyes.
Thank
That
you.
voice you hear right
Beautiful.
now coming to my other left is my man, Mr. Mike Hill.
What it do? What it do? What's
Yes.
happening? What's happening?
What up, dog?
Chilling, man. You know,
Good?
just maintaining, trying to live a good life. You know,
See, you got your muscle shirt on. You've been working out, man.
a
I
little
see
bit.
it, dog.
I'm just doing a couple of crunches. You know what I'm
I
saying?
ain't fat no more.
And
I
if-
make money moves.
Who
If
ain't
I
fat
was-
no more? I've
if
never
you-
been fat.
If you follow his Instagram, you can tell he's feeling good about himself because he's
What?
less and less clothes. He's sexy Mike.
Yes.
What's that?
I
What?
know.
Sexy Mike now.
And he got a hot trainer, too. Woo.
Well,
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Motivation when your trainer's hot.
Uh-huh.
On my right side, on the bright side, my man, Mr. Steve Wilson.
What up, everybody? I didn't get kicked out of Trump University because I dropped out of college.
Hold on, you
school.
dropped out of college? I thought you dropped out of high school.
Well, no, I went to college too for 2 years. Yeah,
But for 2 years.
But you
no.
dropped out of high
Buffalo
school.
State College. Well, I scored. I got a perfect score on my GED, so I can go to college.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that how that works? If you get a perfect score on your GED, you can
No,
go to
you
college?
can score high on your GED and go to college. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So if you get a GED, you can still go to college regardless
Of
if you score,
course.
right?
Yeah,
So
I
what's
I never knew
the
that.
high score have
Here's
to
the
do with
thing.
it?
I didn't know.
You get a scholarship to college?
I didn't want to go to college, but I wanted to have something to fall back on. So before I moved to LA to start my business and the career here that I chose, I went
Okay.
to college for 2 years to have something to fall back on, but I didn't
Okay.
need it because here we are.
But you was fat back then. You had a lot to fall back on.
I know, right?
You have lost weight though.
Yeah, you
Lost
lost
a lot of weight.
Yeah.
He lost a whole person. He lost like Kevin Hart.
Do you still have the skin though?
No, I mean it's start. No, not at all.
You didn't have the
a little bit
surgery?
of the stomach. No,
Oh, yeah?
dude, mine was lost weight from stress and eating healthy.
No, but like when you're fat and you lose a lot of weight, then you get that
I
loose
only,
skin.
I only lost 43 pounds. That's it.
But that's a lot of weight. That's enough weight to still have some like hanging skin.
Exactly.
Look like
Something.
you like theater drapes.
Stretch
after a while
marks or
shit.
something.
It all
Yeah.
went to my penis. My penis is bigger now.
Here we
That's
go.
where it is.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
of
that
course.
no. How was your weekend? How
You asked that
everybody weekend?
question.
Everybody
First of
weekend
all, I
good?
want to talk about CJ's weekend. She the only one that went on
that's right.
vacation.
Oh my
That's right.
goodness.
I went on a cruise.
Yes.
It's really not a good time for me to go cruising because I'm trying to like save money and like I want to get a house.
Yet
and,
you
know,
went.
and I haven't been working that much like I used like usually. So one of my friends, she had paid for a cruise for her and her husband, but
Okay.
he couldn't go last minute. So I was like, it's not a good time right now. I need to. She's no, just come, don't worry about it. Just get me later. I'm like,
Right.
all right, whatever. So I went and it ended up being like a family trip. Like her mom was there.
Oh, she didn't tell you that?
her sister. So I was like, I got bamboozled.
Wait
here.
a minute, because I saw your pictures on Instagram.
Right.
I ain't see nothing of them.
I
It's
ain't
just
seen
you and
no
her.
mama.
They didn't make it.
Yeah, they wasn't dropping it like it was hot.
And I was just like, okay. I mean, it just changes the dynamic because then you're
Right.
sitting in on them. Like they were kind of fussing a little bit with their mom sometimes,
Really?
which I like the
Wow.
mom a lot. So then you kind of feel like, should I be here for this?
Let me ask you a question. So what happens on a cruise stays on a cruise? Did her mom get down with anybody else? Did her mom
No,
like-
but her mom did have fun.
Okay.
Is her mom married?
No.
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 Okay.
that's
she
why I
got
asked.
it
But,
in.
you know,
She
some
got
older
it in.
people-
But we had a
Yeah.
good time. We went to the beach. We drank. I was in the casinos.
Y'all got
um,
naked.
Let me tell you something.
Trying to make a comeback.
I've been on cruises with Claudia before, the Tom Joyner
Lord.
cruise, right?
Tom,
and whenever and we all crew, so we all go eat together sometimes, go to a party together, go to a show together. And when we can't find Claudia, it's like we
She's
know where
at the
she is.
casino.
She's at the table.
Do you have a gambling problem?
I do.
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, she
Oh,
does.
you admit it too?
Yeah, I do. No,
Okay.
I admit my flaws.
All right.
The first day on the cruise, I took $100 downstairs and I went on the craps table, and they have a bonus where if you hit every single number, you win 250 to 1 odds.
Right.
So I had 555, right? So, anyways, I hit it.
Right.
So the $100 turned to $1,100. I'm like, I'm straight. I can
Yeah.
pay for everything on the cruise. I got money. I got
Right.
whatever little extra. I
Until
could do
the
the
next day.
excursions, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Like. That's exactly what I wanted.
But then that start itching.
The drinks started coming.
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, if I can win 11, I can win 22.
Yeah,
Alcohol
yeah.
stock
So
Win
I'm going hard.
11,000.
So
Yeah.
wait, where did y'all go? I don't even know where y'all went.
We went to Cozumel, Mexico. We went to
Mexico.
Grand Cayman Island, and
Okay.
we went to Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
Now, the hurricane, did it affect the
No.
Cayman Islands?
Nope, not at all. Or Jamaica.
Or Jamaica.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fine.
Okay.
Anyways,
Wow.
I gave back like $500 the first night of their money, so I'm still in the
Right.
positive.
You
It's not
sound
my
good.
money.
You sound
Right.
good.
And
You
then
up
I spent the rest of the trip just fighting the dragon. It was just
Oh.
What's the most money you've ever won gambling?
$22,160.
And she remembered
Really?
the 60.
Okay.
How much?
They
How much?
gave me a big check. The most I've lost at one time was $6,000.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
that's
you're
not bad.
responsible.
Okay.
That's
Well,
bad.
but there's a lot of like losing 2, losing
Right.
3, losing 4.
Then you
know what I
win,
mean?
then you lose.
Yeah, then there's only a couple of those big nights where I like won 22, I won 19 on Baccarat. You know,
Now you know there's a gambling pill, right?
What do you mean a
pill?
pill?
There's a gambling pill. There's a gambling
pill.
pill. If you feel like the urge to gamble, you take this pill, and it stops your urge to want to gamble.
what is that?
And I'm serious.
It's
called being
Right,
broke.
right.
Called
No, I
being
read
broke.
it somewhere, but I'm wondering why is no this is gonna be fucked up. But you know I'm a dark side guy.
Do it.
Okay, say it.
Why is it not like a rape pill?
Yeah, you too dark.
Seriously, no.
Yeah,
Listen,
you
no.
do that.
What I mean is, explain. No,
Abort,
if you feel
abort,
like,
and I don't mean abort. I
if you
mean,
know
okay.
if you know you have a problem
That you want to rape someone?
and you think you want to take some pussy, why don't you just take the pill and just, it curbs that urge?
It's called cyanide.
so you want to like basically rape be gone. pill.
Yeah, rape be gone.
Rape be
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that on the show.
I gotta
later,
believe
about
that.
people who
I-
need to take that pill.
I believe in castration. For guys that rape,
I'm with that.
If you rape,
Yes, definitely.
especially children, you got that problem.
I'm with
you
that.
can't get past that. Not necessarily cutting it off, but castrating it to the point where you can't get it up.
Take the nuts out like they did to Steve's cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I thought you were about to say me. I was like, what the hell?
But it has
They
to
do
be
that.
it has to be solid though, because some women, unfortunately, cry wolf.
No, I'm talking about
So
the
it's
guys
gotta
who have
be-
been convicted
Exactly.
of raping children,
Exactly.
and you know, like you got a
Exactly.
problem, and you know you got a problem, and you got
Exactly.
to check in when
I'm
you
with that.
live next to a school
I'm
or something
with
like
that
that.
if
Yeah.
you're 100% sure they did it.
Right.
Because our legal
Okay.
system ain't fair.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
true.
No,
and you
that's
could
true.
easily like,
Right,
cry
you know.
tears
Right.
and get
Yeah,
someone
and then
convicted.
somebody in jail and they got castrated
It
with something,
happens.
and, or no.
Yeah.
But some men deserve to be castrated, even if they're not rapists. Like just because they're just shitty human beings, and we shouldn't reproduce those genes. You know what I mean?
I'm
Okay.
with you on that.
Y'all got quiet. It's
No,
okay.
I'm with you on that. I'm
But the
with you
cruise
on
was
that.
fun. I had a lot of drinks and a lot of.
Did you meet anybody?
No.
You didn't meet anybody? No prospects.
No, not at all.
You don't have anybody that you can just go home and make out with.
No, I need that too. I haven't had sex in so long. It's been a
Oh,
while.
wow.
And this is
I woke
people
up. Let
of
me
America. This is our sister here. She's very attractive. She don't need no NFL player. She
No,
needs a
I'm
nice
over that.
librarian, just a good dude who cares about the community and wants a nice family with a beautiful woman.
with a big dick. I woke up this morning.
I ain't gonna say that.
I woke up this morning, right?
What's the big dick though? What qualifies?
Over 2.5 potatoes. This is 1 potato, 2 potatoes. So put that on the base. That's my measuring system. One potato, 2
Now,
potatoes.
are they
Hell
Idaho
no.
potatoes?
Yeah, russet potato,
Russet
spud
potato.
potato,
Sweet potatoes?
sweet potato,
A
Wait a minute,
regular,
wait a minute.
yam.
Well, hold on. She
a
don't want-
regular healthy potato from Whole
Okay,
Foods,
all
not
right.
a little small.
Wait a minute.
Wait.
Wait,
So
wait,
y'all
wait.
go like this, and then that's how y'all
Wait a
tell.
minute.
Yeah, that's how
But
I
wait
tell.
a minute. Let's clarify.
That's how I can go home and measure it. I can tell my friends, oh, girl, like I can't pull out a measuring tape.
Let's
2 potatoes.
clarify, because she didn't have a sweet potato before. She don't want any more
I
sweet
have.
potatoes.
I've had a sweet potato.
Oh wow,
I've
wow.
had a sweet
potato.
potato.
That's a yam.
What's a sweet potato? Oh,
That's a yam, and then she done had a sweet
She
potato.
didn't have a sweet potato before. She don't want no more of them.
I woke up this morning, right? And, I got a lot of love on the pictures from the cruise. I worked out every single day. I did like 15 miles
We saw
of
the
running.
pictures,
You look
man.
good.
I ran 3 miles, 2 miles, 4 miles one day when I was like motivated, right? So I was feeling all good about myself, And I woke up this morning. One cat was laying and spooning me, like my arm. He was hugging my arm. And the other one was like laying across my chest looking at me. And I was like, this is my life? Like,
They
I have
missed
this
you.
reputation, like I'm just like out here, I'm just like with everybody. And I woke up with 2 cats in the bed with me. And I'm like, I got to make a change.
A lot of pussy in one
Yeah,
bed.
it
It's
is.
too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. Like, I have to get it there.
Have you ever had sex with a guy and your cats jumped in the bed and got between your legs while you
happened
were
to
having
me.
sex?
Not between, but they might try to lick a foot out.
Yeah,
They
they
might
look
try to
like a foot. Yeah, the
I
dogs
did
and stuff like that. Yeah.
I've dated a girl who had a dog, and the dog jumped in the bed and got between the two of us and was licking my legs.
You had-
While
no,
I had a cat
Yeah.
scratch my ass
Yeah.
before.
So after you came,
Right.
Look.
I didn't kick it out of bed.
So after
I was
the-
like, this girl
let
got
me ask you
skills.
something.
How's her tongue all the way down here?
So let me ask you something. After the second day she did it,
He laid in the bed with some cat food.
Anytime he come over,
He got
anytime he
some
come
cat
over,
cologne.
he's like catnip,
let me ask you something.
catnip on his dick.
Yeah.
You want to watch The Walking Dead? Where Frisky's at?
She's like, I'm not gonna be home this week. That's okay. Is your cat gonna be home? Let me come feed the cat.
He laying in a litter box.
Hey, you seen Snowball?
I called Steve today. He's cursing out his cat, Kevin.
Yeah, he's a bit much.
Why does your cat have a regular ass name?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This is a true story. My cousin Kevin was murdered when I was 15. So when I got my own pet, I said I was gonna name him after my cousin, so I could just name.
So that's gonna happen, then your cat gonna get murdered.
That's
Oh, shit.
Too dark.
Guy.
Too dark.
You are, yeah, that is
about
weird.
rape
Like,
pill,
too
now
soon.
somebody's
Too
gonna get
soon. It was
murdered.
1985.
Oh
Too
my
soon.
It's
God.
never too soon. It could have been yesterday.
So
It's never
that's
too
why I
soon.
named my cat Kevin. But he's a bit much. At 6 months, you told me he was gonna slow down. Not at all.
once you fix them, they usually do.
He
slow
got
down.
fixed Monday. He is not slowed
Oh my
down
God.
at all.
It's only been a week. His nuts haven't even healed yet. Well, there's lack of nuts. So they take the nuts out, and
Right.
then now he has a little pouch.
Is
now.
he really
Right.
licking himself now that his nuts have been basically
you spray the stuff on it, so it's nasty, so he won't do it. He go down there and be like,
Because he needs to heal first.
yeah,
Okay.
because he don't like the brace on the neck. They don't like that because
So
he walk
what you
around
do
the house
is
and crash
you-
and stuff. So you squirt the
So you
you
got-
got
so
to
you gotta-
open his legs.
So you get
and
some
squirt stuff
You get
on
some
his
thought
balls.
juice. You get some thought juice.
What's that? They need to get that
Some
spray for
thought juice to spray
hoes.
over there.
Oh yeah.
But cats and dogs, like they can reach it. So like sometimes when they can reach it, like they'll lick it extra long. I'm like, they're into it.
I had a dog, and it was it was a bitch, and she looked at herself all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Like, God damn.
But this dude here can't say nothing about me with my pets ever.
Why?
Because when he had his dog named Stiletto. By the way.
Stiletto.
But hold on. You
How
have no
did
idea.
You had a dog named Stiletto.
My ex-wife
Mike.
named the
Oh,
dog because she
oh,
likes
Mike.
shoes, so she named the
No,
dog
no.
Stiletto.
So was it your dog or was your ex-wife's dog?
I bought it for my
Mike.
ex-wife.
Mike,
let me tell the
outside
story.
person, let me tell you something. That was his dog.
No, it was not.
Listen, Mike, we come
Stiletto.
over his house. I swear to God, on the Holy Bible, you know, black people can't say that. Shh, the dog taking a nap. I said, man, what the fuck is dog doing?
Not
No,
God.
let me tell you.
Did you say that?
Let me tell you. I had booked a movie. It was shooting out the country in Romania. My ex was my wife was going to be in LA by herself for 3 months, and she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be here by myself. Can I have a dog?" And I was so happy I booked the film that you know what, cool. So I bought her a little Yorkie. That's what she wanted.
What about the nigga taking naps and people being quiet?
I was saying that. Then I will say that I was a little bit overboard because I wouldn't let them niggas cuss around the dog. He
said-
said,
he
puppy.
said-
Oh my God.
There was
We in that
cussing.
cut,
I'm like,
yo, man, they don't cuss
we
around
play
the
Same
dog.
PlayStation.
person that'll talk about somebody's mama when he first
We
meets her. He
playing
won't let him cuss around
PlayStation.
the
You
dog.
throw an interception and you cuss. He like, you man, don't cuss around Stiletto. Like, nigga.
Oh, wow.
I caught myself though. I did catch myself. I ain't gonna front. I did do that. You're right. You're right.
That's.
Don't talk about me with my
That's a bit
goddamn
much,
cat.
guys.
God was a bitch.
Hey man. I always say that. I was when in my relationship when I was married. I was a bitch in the relationship.
Well,
You
Well,
were?
speaking of
I
the
was.
bitch, let's talk about the word of the day. How about we switch to that? Guy, what is your word of the day, my
Man, the
brother?
word of the day actually. I had another word planned, but because we have a story that relates to this, word that I wanted to do. It's and I got to say this word right because
This is going to be hard.
yeah, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be it's gonna be
And
hard.
we got to make up a goddamn. Let me see. Let me figure a sentence.
Go ahead.
If you don't, well, we
I don't
gotta
know.
You got to tell the
first.
word.
Yeah,
nigga.
go ahead.
I'm trying to come up with the word, man. It was here in my prep already. Here it is. The word today is it's a tough one to say. It's pudendo. Pudendo.
Pudendo.
Pudendo. It's
Per-
spelled
per-
Pudendal. Pudendal. It's a
Pudendo.
noun.
Yeah, pudendo.
And the pudendo nerve originates from the lumbosacral plexus. It's in the ass. It's the nerve endings that's in your butt, the anus. That's what a pudendo is. And yeah, it's.
How did you come to find that word? Is what I would.
I'll
like to
tell you
know.
why. I'll tell you why.
Like, was you like an anus?
Right.
Chat room or
No, I
something?
did research because of one of the stories that we have coming up later. So I went and when I read the rundown, I did research on the story and was like, this word's interesting. So let me use it in a sentence. Pudendo. Later in this Unstable podcast, we talk about a future Hall of Fame NBA player who may like to treat his pudendo nerves like ice cream.
Wow.
Pudendo, which is the nerves that are in a male and female's anus. Pudendo. Steve, can you use pudendo in a sentence?
Yeah. Last night I ordered some wings and it took an hour and a half. And although it took an hour and a half, they tasted like pudendo.
Well, you must know what that tastes like then. Yeah. You must know what pudendo tastes like then.
I've done some pudendoling before.
That would be the verb uses of the word. Yes.
Yeah.
Mike Hill?
About a year ago, I had some irritation in my pudendo, and so I went and got some preparation H, and it went away.
Yeah,
Wow.
damn, I mean, that was a little more personal than we thought.
I mean, everybody get hemorrhoids, right? That's
I've never had no
You
hemorrhoids.
I've never had hemorrhoids.
Who's never had? What?
Never had
What's
hemorrhoids.
wrong with hemorrhoids? There's no
I
wrong
ain't
with
wrong with it. I
hemorrhoids.
just said I've never
Okay.
had it.
All right, don't make it seem like I'm bad for
I'm just saying, maybe you just don't wipe good enough. I don't know.
Exactly.
Wow.
You need to use baby
Claudia
wipes.
Jordan, Pedendo. Use Pedendo in a sentence.
She like yams and her for dindo.
She like 2 potatoes worth up her potatoe.
Russet potatoes.
When I wear my sexy thong, sometimes it irritates my pretendo.
Oh, okay. All right.
How about that?
All right.
I wore a thong one time in my life before.
What
Hold
happened?
on,
Yes,
what?
I wore a thong one time in my life
We need a
before.
20-second time out.
Absolutely.
Why would you have to wear a thong?
I'll tell you why. When I worked in St. Louis at a clinic at the WIC office, Christmas time came around and we had to like exchange gifts. Let me tell you.
Hold on, I need make it a
I'ma
full
tell you.
time. Make it a full
I'ma
time.
tell
You didn't want to show your panty line, so you know.
It's the holidays. It's the least you can do.
Let me tell you. So one of the nurses gave me a thong, like for a gift. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was a male thong, right? So then,
No such thing.
I was a bachelor at the time. I was a bachelor.
Right.
I was a bachelor, and I ran out of clean drawers. And back then, I didn't know about commando. I grew up with a
Niggas go
military dad.
commando. Yeah,
No,
I'm a commando.
I grew up with a military dad, and it's like you draw. So I ran out of drawers, and the last thing left, because I didn't do laundry, was
I
that
just would have
fucking-
disappointed my
Listen,
father.
Yeah, God
Was
wanted to
that-
wear
was
that
that
shit.
thong?
Actually, you disappointed your father anyway.
And I put the damn thing on, and all day it was like this all
Guys,
day. It
So
was
now
like,
you can relate.
yeah,
Right.
now I can relate. So I threw that shit away, man.
But you do realize either way you went, you disappointed your father.
What do
right?
you think? What do you
Right.
think
Now
would
you
have
think about it,
disappointed?
yeah.
What do you think would have disappointed your father more?
Right,
The
you-
fact that you wore a thong, or if you would not have worn drawers at all.
Man, I don't know. I
gonna
should just
go
wear
with
those
the-
dirty drawers.
I think
I'm gonna go with the
sometimes
sergeant.
I think sometimes men will do something that they say they don't want to do, and then blame it on like, oh, I ran out of laundry. You know,
No, but
I
that's
need
what
my
it
clean
was.
clothes.
You know me. I'm no
You could
filter.
have
So I
got
tell
some
you.
drawers and washed them in the sink and used a
No.
blow dryer.
Yeah, he
No.
ran
You
out
could've
of
gone
drawers
to the
on
store.
purpose.
Remember, y'all
I
used
was-
to tease me because I always forget something. I'm very forgetful when I go on the road, and sometimes I forget drawers.
Right.
So instead of going to the store and buying some bullshit drawers, I wash them in the sink and hang them up, and then take a picture on Twitter and be like, I'm drying my drawers for the show tonight. And everybody, why don't you just go buy some?
Because that's dumb. Not that you washed your drawers in the sink, but because you put it on Instagram.
I don't care.
You put
That's
it
the
on
dumb
in-
part.
I don't care.
But
Mine-
I don't understand. that
Mine
you-
was in the morning time. I didn't realize I ran out of drawers. I
Would
was
you
late for
wash
work.
your drawers or wear a thong? Who's the dummy here?
I don't. You should wash your drawers. Wash your ass.
I'm
wash your
man
drawers.
enough I'm secure enough in my manhood to say I wore it. And I
You know
ain't- and
what?
It's cool.
I will say this. You know, we complain that men are not emotional and sensitive enough. So the fact that you are able to wear a thong, I think you wanted to wear a thong, which is fine.
I didn't
we
want
should not
to, but
be,
it was there.
It's
I
fine. You
think
want
you
to wear.
did.
We should not be judging.
I think
There's
you
no
wanted
judgment.
to. Yeah, I think you wanted to, guy. That's cool.
Did it make you feel sexy? Did you walk differently?
I did. I felt real good.
Oh,
You know what? Though
Guys,
he was
reveal
probably
this.
he was probably glowing too.
Guy. Guy, is there something you want to share with us?
Yes.
No, you play like that.
As many thongs I took off, I had to put one on.
How about that? How about that?
All right.
Mama, let me tell you something, man. We talk about gay people all the time and whatnot. You know, we do it
We're in the industry of
in
gayness.
a very respectful manner.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. The people too.
So, you know, I've had trouble with relationships, staying in relationships. So when I got out of my last relationship with the judge, my
You try to
mom-
do?
Mom, no.
I watched her
I
today.
mean-
I like her. I like her. I watched
I
her
know.
show today.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
I thought of you. I was
Yeah.
like, y'all
Good
should
for
get
me.
back together.
No, that's not happening.
I think they should. I think they make a great couple.
That's not happening.
I think you'd be a great couple. You just have to have a little faith.
Wow. That is
and not the same one Tupac and
She's
Biggie
cool.
had.
No, she's cool though. She's real cool. We're
my
still
people,
good friends.
you know
We're still
that.
good friends.
I like
good.
her.
All right, so
very good people.
because my mom and I've been going through some issues. My mom knows me very well.
I love your mom,
So my
man.
mom
Real
basically
talk.
just looked at me one time and she said, "Mike, let me ask you a question. So, are you gay?" Just straight up. Asked me if I was gay because
Really?
I have
Was
failed
it the
relationships.
no mustache?
No, I don't know what it
Yeah.
was. Because
But when
of,
a mom asks that-
because of the failed
Tight
relationship,
shirts.
she just asked me.
Tight shirts and no facial hair are like tight shirts and no facial hair.
Is there no
Usually, I
mustache?
would
I
think.
know your mom.
Look,
was like,
honey,
come
no,
here,
stop.
nigga.
Tight shirts, no
come
tight
on,
shirts, no facial hair.
All right, come on.
See,
man.
I know I can't be myself,
Girl.
right? I can't reveal
Got your
anything.
mama
right?
asking
Come on,
if
nigga.
you
She
were
asked
queer.
me if I was gay because
Hold on, nigga.
Hold on, wait a minute. Stop it. Look. Hallelujah. Stop it. Stop it. Leave me alone.
Michael, you want to tell us something?
Leave me
Right.
alone.
Yeah, like,
Mike,
tell us something right.
The real
Shit.
reason.
I'm very heterosexual. Nothing wrong
I
with
know
it.
that,
I'm
nigga.
very heterosexual.
can't-
You got to convince us or
No,
yourself?
I don't need to
No,
convince
he
anybody.
got to
I
convince
know.
himself. You can't even bring no female friends around that nigga.
Once again, no judging. No judging. If you are, you are. If you're not, you're not.
We love you the same.
Well, I learned
right?
too much about both of you.
Yeah,
But when your mama asks you.
Yeah, but she asked me because I just can't keep a relationship.
But that
I
has
can't
nothing
stay in
to
a
do with being
sustainable
gay.
You just say,
relationship.
Mom, I'm not gay. I'm an ass.
She's just a piece of shit.
And
That's what you should
that's
say.
the first time I cursed my mom. Like, fuck no, I'm not.
That ain't the
gay.
first time.
Well,
Because he stole on you.
Well,
one time you cussed at him.
when you messed up with your other girlfriend.
Once he stole on him.
no, when
Knocked
I
him
told
upside his head when he messed up with his girlfriend who's a good one.
Oh, no.
So she busted him upside
He
his
stayed
head.
stole on
I
him.
like her.
In the
riding.
car, in the
She
car.
was in the backseat of the car while I was driving with
Got
my kids in
tired.
the car.
She got
though.
tired of that shit. Mom Deuce in the back seat just thinking about that shit. She's like, when we get to the light, I'm gonna pop this nigga upside his head.
She reached around. That's not the only time she reached around, but she reached
Yo,
wow.
and she did like this.
A reach around.
reached around. But she reached around and stole on him while he
Hey,
was
but
driving.
that day she told me, let me out. I put her out the car. I put my mom out the car. That was.
Nah,
back
I wouldn't
in the
have done
day.
that.
He went back and got her.
I went back and
You
got her.
are a little asshole.
That was about
I'm
3
nah,
years ago.
fuck
Though.
you.
That was
I don't
in a
care.
different space. I was in
My
a
mom
different
can
space.
beat my ass. I ain't putting her
No,
out the
my
car.
mom is hitting me with my kids in the car.
No,
and I'm
no.
driving. She said, "Pull over, put me out, let me out."
But
I'm
wait a
like,
minute. Once again, men like to do this. You only talk about what the result, the end result is, but you didn't say you're not really owning up to what you did wrong.
Mike
So
ain't
you
gonna
must have did someone
never
really,
tell
really
you that.
bad.
Now, this is my brother
and
here,
that's
but
why
I tell
got
you, he
slapped.
ain't gonna.
I
Let me tell you
did-
something. CJ, let me tell you something.
He got
CJ.
slapped because he
Can I
did
tell you
dirty
something?
a
Let me
really
see
One
good
person,
girl.
one
Let me ask
person.
you-
Go
Okay,
ahead.
all right. I'm gonna tell you this because Mike will lie to you. CJ, let me tell you something.
Mike will
If
lie.
a dude came up to you that you was dating, he told you on Wednesday he loved you
what?
and he wanted to be with you. But then Thursday, after he thought about it, he's like, you know what? I thought about it. I want to be free. Would you be angry? Or would you? Okay, let me ask you something. Would you show a little craziness?
Of course, that actually happened to me where a guy was on FaceTime telling me how I'm the second girl he's ever been in love with, and he is telling me all this stuff, and he went and proposed to his ex-girlfriend the very next day.
Wow.
He'll put his glasses on.
Shady Mike.
He did, listen.
Shade time.
He
Shady
did
Mike.
that to somebody.
Mike
I
Shady.
did not do that to
I
somebody.
think to do that to a woman and to tell her you love her, that is such a big deal to get a man to do that.
'Cause you open her
If
heart
you
up.
hold it, can I finish before
Okay,
y'all
go
come?
ahead,
If
Claudia.
y'all do that, you're fucking with someone's emotions, and you deserve every bit of payback that girl tries to
Absolutely.
get on you because you can't keep messing with people's emotions.
Absolutely.
Once you unlock that,
Because when men get their heart broken, y'all are so devastated. Y'all know how it feels. We get our heart broken like every summer.
oh, I'm gonna kill somebody.
Now, people, when Mike put his shades on,
He being
some
shady.
shady
Yeah,
shit coming on.
Remember that shit last week when he put his sunglasses on.
When Mike
every
throw the
time.
shades on,
So let me.
You change your mind after-
me
Let
tell
Mike
you-
Shady talk. Let
Can I-
Mike
can
Shady
I tell
talk.
you what happened? All right. So I was in a long-term relationship with a young lady. We lived together, right? My mom was in town. We were going through a breakup at that particular time.
Did
My
she
kids
know
were in
this?
town. She knew it. She was moving out. Everybody was moving out. So we was moving out. We was, dividing up the assets and everything. She was
Assets.
she was acting a little crazy in front of my kids. And I told her, look, you know what? We're not going to do this right here in front of my kids. My mom was in the back seat. We were all going to the movies or whatever, trying to enjoy an enjoyable night. We drive down the street. She says something and my mom starts popping off defending her. And I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about. You don't know what's going on. Ooh. This is what's happening, whatever. And then she said, you're not going to disrespect me.
Stole on him.
Right there in the car. And
couple
I said,
times, like,
and I pulled over and I said, what?
And his
what's
head
going-
bopped like,
and my kids, started freaking out or whatever. So I pulled over and I said, look, you know what? This is not going to happen. She said, let me out. I said, get the hell out.
Ooh.
That's what happened.
But that's
what happened.
But
So-
what about the love thing?
Oh, no, but I was with this girl. So I've never been in love. I've been married twice, never been in love. But I had, of course, I told this girl I loved her.
That's
we
so
were
weird.
together. We were together. So, I mean, that's just how it is. But I didn't, the reason I tell people I've never been in love, and this is no disrespect to the women I'm married to.
Kind of.
It was-
Kind of.
It's
Kind of very disrespectful.
Kinda.
to women.
It's not even kinda, it is.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful. All
But
I'm saying
you
is
are.
like, but I wasn't in love with myself. All right. So
There you go.
If I wasn't in love with myself, how did I know
Boom.
what being in love was?
You're the
All right?
second guy that's told me that they weren't in love with the person and they were married. Like,
But that's what I'm
weird.
saying.
But
It
that's
could be
preaching,
really
though.
weird.
If you're not in love with yourself, how
this
you gonna
is
love
me
somebody else?
admitting my mistakes and my past transgressions.
So what made you
and the
marry
things.
them?
Different things. I was 19 the first time I got married. The second
But
time
you
I
know
was
what?
trying to supplement something I was missing in
Got
the first
you.
marriage.
Okay,
All right.
makes
So
sense.
At least you're
things
honest.
happen.
At least you're
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
That's hot. But
That is.
we're going to come back with something else that's hot after this break right now. Unstable Podcast. We'll be back with you in a little bit.
Back on the Unstable Podcast, Mike Hill, Steve Wilson, Guy Torrey,
Yeah.
Claudia Jordan. Had to get some order in here. Some real order.
Oh,
Really?
now,
That
now
means- What'd you order?
He's saying now.
ready to start
He's saying now the show is about to begin.
Right,
because
right,
he's
right.
at the helm now.
No. I'm just saying we had to, maintain some order.
Here's
you know,
the thing:
like-
when you tell too much truth, See,
Right.
if he has the mic, we can Fox News it up.
See, here's the thing. We got to keep it on the rails. You got 3 wild and crazy ass people here. Between
4. What you mean? 3?
Well,
you?
I'm very calm.
Whatever.
I'm very,
Oh, so
fucking
I'm
conservative.
wild and crazy?
Yeah, you're
I
wild
think
and
I'm the
crazy.
calmest one here. I am.
Okay, now see, I was on your
In
team
demeanor,
for a
yes,
second.
but your mouth is wild.
Can
That's
we-
what we love
can we
about
be
you.
honest?
We
Yeah,
love
my mouth
about
is
you because
wild.
it's unfiltered.
It is unfiltered.
Yeah, that's what we love
Actually,
about you.
I have a little mouth, but a lot comes out.
Exactly.
A lot doesn't go in, though.
A lot doesn't
goes
go
out.
in. Well, you already
You
talked
said
about
2
how big the
potatoes go
Rams,
in. You
the
said 2
yams.
potatoes.
I have a small mouth, though,
Okay.
Oh.
but big hands.
Oh, uh-oh.
Anyways, carry on, niggas.
Deep voice, too.
It's time to find out what's hot.
Carry on,
Why
nigga.
Steve? Why Steve tripping over there?
Okay.
I was trying not to say that word. Damn, I'm sorry.
So hot in here.
Bleep that out.
So hot in. Oh.
All right, we like to have a lot of fun on this show. But
Absolutely.
we also get serious. It's one of the great things about this podcast is that we can be very versatile. We can go back and forth. And
Yeah.
so what's happening in the news this week is what's
of
happening
shit.
with the widow of the soldier who was ambushed, one of the 4 soldiers that was ambushed over in Niger. That would be LaDavid Johnson. Well, his widow spoke out today on Monday that they were taping this podcast. And, of course, all the controversy behind Trump's call to her as she was going to pick up her husband's body when he reportedly told the widow, this is what he signed up for.
Right.
But it still hurts nonetheless. Well, here's what Maisha Johnson said today, or Monday, I should say, on Good Morning America about that phone call.
What did you say to the president?
I didn't say anything. I just listened.
But you were upset when you got off the phone.
Oh, very, very upset and hurt. Very. It made me cry even worse.
Man, so she went on to basically say that what Representative Wilson said, that Trump said, that he said, this is what he signed up for. She confirmed that, and talking about Trump did not even realize or know her husband's name, and that's what really made her upset.
And she
his
said,
tone.
the tone.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to get to.
Uh-huh.
She said she didn't like his tone wasn't really kind of,
It wasn't comforting.
It wasn't comforting at all.
Because, of course, it is a fact. That is what they, quote unquote, signed up for. But you
Right.
don't say
You
it.
don't
Like,
say
that's not
that.
a throwaway. And to not remember his name. It's amazing, though. The people that he keeps offending time and time again are black women. You have yet to respond to Greg Popovich, who went in on that ass. You have yet to respond to Eminem, but you're so quick, and they called your ass out way more than these women. But yet you go in, you take every opportunity to go in at black women that you think you perceive to be weaker. Maxine Waters, you don't want.
You know why? You know why,
obvious.
Claudia? Because that wouldn't infuriate his base as much. His base probably wouldn't get as fired up you going after Greg Popovich or Eminem.
But it also seems that he has we know that he has a problem with people of color because remember he said he's so respectful of our military and our Gold Star families.
That's bullshit.
He got into it with the Khan family during the
family.
election. The Muslim family they lost a child doing in the military, and he went in after them when he was running for president. Now he's getting into it with the Johnsons, and he has and there are people of color.
Right.
There's a problem with people of color.
But not just that. You're talking about all this, the debate about the NFL and him
People of
talking
color
about
again.
No, but the NFL players disrespecting not only the flag, the anthem, and the military. They're always
But
throwing out the
it's
military.
all
But
fake.
how many times has Donald Trump disrespected members of this military? Not just the Johnson family, not just the Khan family. How about John McCain?
John McCain.
Basically a POW, a hero in this country, and saying that my heroes don't get caught.
Right.
Saying things. And
The
before the
biggest
election,
disrespect to the
basically
military.
saying that the generals, he knows more than the generals of this country.
said that
when it
during
comes-
the election.
And so how much disrespect does he have to give to the military before somebody calls him out?
I found it disrespectful when he said I've always wanted a Purple Heart. Get the fuck out of
and
here.
took the guy,
exactly. Right.
and took the guy's Purple Heart.
It's like you can
doesn't get it.
Steve.
You have lost all credibility about you are defending people that offend or disrespect the military with your actions because you disrespect the military every day, especially black military.
Here's the thing that everybody really needs to know is nothing. Donald Trump tried to buy the Buffalo Bills. They
Yes.
denied it. Donald Trump used to own the New Jersey Generals, and the USFL failed, and they only got rewarded $1.
Yes,
Donald
and
Trump
antitrust.
wants the NFL to fail. That's the only reason he's doing this. He's trying to get back at everybody that he can. That's it.
Well, that's what the Jacksonville Jaguars owner, Khan, said. He basically said that he's just jealous. He's upset because of everything that's happening in the NFL. But Trump, after Maisha Johnson came out on Good Morning America, why can't he leave it alone? Because
Exactly.
he went on Twitter, and this is what he said. I had a very respectful conversation with the widow of Sergeant LaDavid Johnson and spoke his name from beginning without hesitation. She's already said that your tone wasn't right. She's
Right.
already basically said that
Right.
you were basically disrespectful in that
He
this
has
is what
no empathy.
and this
dude.
is what he signed up for. Why can't you just say, you know what? If she took it that way, I apologize, or just leave it alone?
He's
Why
not
does
humble.
he always have?
He won't
because
say
she's
sorry.
beneath him. She's
And,
beneath
and,
him.
and to go after what disappointed me too, because the other thing is John McCain is coming back at Donald Trump. He just recently talked about how Trump was drafted and claimed that he had bone spurs, and that's why he couldn't
Right.
get into the military. And John McCain just called him out on that bullshit too.
Well,
John went
McCain
in.
said he wasn't necessarily just talking about Trump, but
he knew he was
the
talking about
process of what happened because people,
Twice.
people who are of lower income had to be drafted into the military back in the day, and if you had certain income or certain
Right.
means,
Rich
then
daddy.
you can basically get
Yeah.
out of your draft status, and that's what happened with Donald
What
Trump.
disappointed me about this whole thing too was General Kelly.
Yes,
He's a clown.
Who came out and dogged, Representative Wilson, a
Yes.
young lady who actually knew, Sergeant Johnson as a kid. It came through her program,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And that's why because he was, Trump was trying to say, well, she was eavesdropping in on the
Right, like it was
conversation.
political, but she was a
It's
friend
like,
of the
no, she's a
family.
friend of the family, and she was there and had her on speakerphone. But General Kelly, weren't you in on that conversation
The
with Trump too?
hypocrisy.
Yeah,
So the white
yeah.
man can listen in on the other guys,
But the black
Right.
woman
but the
can't.
black woman can't do. Once again, they want to take away. They don't want us to have the same rights. We can't complain about the same things as them.
Right.
If you can't recognize what they're doing right now and how they so want us to have this plantation mentality, or we're just like, yes sir, no sir, we
And-
can't do this. Let's not even make eye contact.
And that's why black men, we need to support our black women even
Yes.
more, because white men are attacking them, and we need to quit this bullshit of calling them bitches and hoes and just disrespecting them, because, dude, they need us. They need us more than anything right now.
I will
they need
say
us.
We need y'all
overall,
so bad right
beyond
now.
Republicans and Democrats, I am, as a member of the military, a former member of the
Thank you for your
military.
service,
I
too, bro.
appreciate
Thank you for your
that.
service.
I do hate that we have made this, both sides, political.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
4 men lost their lives defending this country. And we're not even talking about the other 3 men that lost their lives. But LaDavid Johnson, the investigation continues into his death because he was found 48
hours later.
a mile away from where the other guys, the other 12 members of his troop were at that particular time. So, I just wish we could just appreciate that these men die for our country and give them the respect that they deserve.
Exactly.
But right
Yes,
now,
absolutely.
everything is so
Why
political.
are we talking
And-
about Trump when we have 4 military people dead? We shouldn't be talking about damn Trump.
Well,
But he makes everything about his
but
fucking
see,
self.
like you said, it's going to be it's a lot of hypocritical nature of this Trump administration when they came after Hillary Clinton because of the whole Benghazi situation, and now this
This
is
is his
Trump's
Benghazi,
Benghazi.
yes.
And he doesn't want to talk about it, so he wants to try and pick these little fights because, like you said before, he is the king distractor. He wants to distract you from the real issues.
He's got his own Benghazi, his own Katrina.
Yep.
All in 9 months.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In 9 months, people in Puerto Rico now they're celebrating that they're up to 20% having electricity.
Right,
I spoke
right.
to my friend today.
It was 18,
in
it's 20 now?
In St. Croix. My
Wow.
good friend Trevor, who's out there, he left New York and he's out there on the ground helping out with his own money. And it's just amazing what's happened. And all these islands, what do they all have in common?
Yeah.
Brown
They're
people.
all brown
People of color.
They're all people of color that are starving, are hurting. Not that. In the past, I mean, we had 50,000 troops in Haiti for an earthquake, and that's a country we really don't even rock with like that. And then our own country, an extension of our country.
We're not going to
Puerto
be
Rico.
there long, is what Trump said about
Right.
Puerto
But he
Rico.
never
People-
said that about Houston.
Or-
never
no,
said
no.
about
People are
Miami.
still in New Orleans from FEMA.
Yeah.
They're
Yes.
still
Yeah,
there
they
now,
are.
years later.
Yeah, years later.
After 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you're
Why
ready
would
to
you
get
just
people
say
out of
that?
Puerto Rico?
And then Trump
Because he
says he would
doesn't care.
he would give himself a 10. And then
Yeah.
the mayor of Puerto
This
Rico,
dude- No, the
mayor
governor,
said
it was the
one.
governor.
The governor of Puerto Rico
The
came
governor
out
of
and
Puerto
said
Rico.
if it was on a scale of 100. I mean, because
Right.
yeah,
I
I
would
would
even
give
give him a
myself a
10.
10.
10. Okay, the governor-
and
that
the
was the
governor
mayor,
came
yeah.
out.
No, you know where you are? You're at 23% with electricity. That's where
The
you
governor
are.
was kissing ass.
He was.
He had
The gov-
to because
because
they need money from him.
The governor
have to
was
sit
kissing
there and
ass
play that
because he
game.
sat with Trump, and Trump asked him, "Are we doing a good job?" He said, and the governor had to. He was kind of like really speak
Right.
sparingly of his words. He didn't say yes, but he was like, well, what is it? Y'all did a great job. FEMA's there, but we need to go a little further." So the governor was kind of kissing ass.
So we'll see what happens with that situation. Meanwhile, another big issue that's going on is the whole Bill O'Reilly situation.
Yeah.
In the
How's that
news.
possible?
Well, he got fired by Fox News because of sexual harassment, but the news came out that he actually settled with a young lady, a lawyer that was on his show, for $32 million.
Put that on the screen right there.
$32 million for sexual harassment.
For one person.
For one person, right? And look, I worked for Fox, for full disclosure, right before Fox gave him a brand new contract
In
worth
February.
$25 million a year. So
Yeah.
a lot of people were kind of coming out basically saying that First of all, why do you give somebody $32 million for sexual? We're not saying that you can put an amount of money on this,
Blows
but
my mind, man.
$32 million.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
She
why.
was definitely a white woman,
Of
first of all.
course, of
That's not a
course.
black woman. A black woman would have gotten no justice, which we never do.
I'll tell you why.
I mean, but $32 million.
According to CNN reporting, CNN said that $32 million. First of all, Bill O'Reilly said nothing obscene happened and nothing happened. You don't settle for $32 million, nothing happened.
You're
but
not settling it for
in
$32.
that settlement was the fact that all text messages and all emails relating to the incident between the two had to be exposed, had to be done, had to be erased and never be seen
Eradicated.
again.
Why?
Eradicated. So what happens is, if there's other women that come out and those text messages or emails could incriminate him, just the pattern of what he does, they're not available now. They're erased. And they can't be brought up again because that was part of the settlement in the $32 million.
And did you hear him on the news? He was complaining about how these are people that are just financially motivated and how this is really doing a number on his family. And you didn't think about your family when you were telling women all these gross things you wanted to do to them. You didn't think about your family and the stress it would cause them when you were doing your thing and thinking that you were protected by Fox, which he has been. And then to hear that, I'm offended as a woman that, you know, these companies, corporations just keep allowing it as long as they write a check and shut them up. I had a sexual harassment case against The Price is Right. They settled
I remember
me,
that.
They settled
Yeah, I
me out
remember
of
that.
court.
I remember
and
that.
But they fired the guy and he ended up having to sell cars after that.
Didn't Bob Barker have an issue with some of the Price is Right girls back in the day?
As far as I saw, it was I don't think he really. I think he got a bad rap for that.
I know, but there was a lawsuit though, right?
Right. There's an environment there of payback there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like you may complain about one thing and then
Somebody will get
they'll
your ass or
you,
something.
and then you come back and say, "Well, that was sexually harassed." And
Right,
sometimes that's
right.
not the case. But I saw for a fact things that were being said, the racist things that were being said. You know, like the type of people, the type of black people they would pick for the contestants were such stereotypical characters, and I would complain about that. They would always have me show the black things, the barbecues, the basketball courts. Okay, so we would look at
A brand new Cadillac. And Claudia right there. An Escalade. She's doing that.
That's crazy.
I talk about this on the stage. I did some
20s
jokes, right?
and shit.
We get our breakdown of the show, right? And it would show the prizes, right? And it's me and two white models, right? And it's like barbecue. I'm like Claudia, Cadillac, Claudia, year supply of Kool-Aid, Claudia.
Black and mild.
I can tell you when I was on the show, and it was so obvious. It was so obvious. It was little things like that every single day.
But it's not only the Bill O'Reillys, it's also Weinstein.
The Weinsteins. of the
Well,
world.
here's what's bad.
Yeah.
He's going to get another job. Watch. He's going to come back and be huge.
Weinstein? No.
Watch.
I don't
They
know,
all-
man. I don't
Bill
know.
O'Reilly is back. What's the difference?
No,
don't
here's
know.
what's happening. Guys like Weinstein, the producers, they become consultants on the low, so they get paid by somebody else.
Have
because
you
they
ever heard
gotta-
of a dude named Woody Allen?
No.
Weinstein will be back. Hear my words.
I don't know. I don't know if he did as much as trouble as damage as Weinstein.
Yeah, Woody
but
Allen did that too,
I
which
have
was
to-
wrong.
and it's-
It doesn't really
But he
seem
married her.
like men. I don't really feel like they really don't lose in the end. Even Mike Tyson, who went to jail for raping my friend, he's given more chances. They're doing his movie now. He's got TV shows. They have a cartoon about Mike Tyson. As a woman, like we sit here and we're like, this is why we don't come forward. Because they constantly get rewarded. They don't really lose long term. They lose in the beginning. Oh, everyone's outraged. They're going to make jokes about Weinstein. Like you said, he's probably going to get a consulting job. But in the long run, people don't really care that much. They just don't care about women like that.
And
They
speaking
don't.
of Mike Tyson, the latest guy, director James Toback, who directed Tyson.
Right,
The film Tyson.
Yeah.
He directed Tyson, the pickup artist. He was Oscar nominated Bugsy. That he also now is in trouble for sexual harassing 38 women.
I'm
And
about
he
to say
had
it's
an
close to
addiction.
40 now, ain't it? Yeah.
Huh? Is it close to
Yeah.
40 now? Last I read, it was 38 women. And so it's something that goes on in every industry and something that needs to be brought to the forefront and needs to stop.
Steven Seagal, I told people about Steven Seagal a few years back on a podcast, on Charlamagne's podcast, and now people are coming out about him. There's another black director that I know that tried some stuff with a few of my friends that locks the doors. And one of my friends, he gave her a bottle of water to drink during her audition.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not trying to make light of this situation, but I'm going to tell you right now, if Kathy Hughes and Deborah Lee come to me for a show on BET or TV1 and say bite their nipples,
Listen, and let me tell you something. I love my woman with all my heart, but they good as fucked.
So if Oprah came to you right now and said, I'm going to give you a show on OWN.
Toes rubbed and fucked.
Wow.
Well,
there you go.
And Gail can do a threesome, and my woman will videotape it.
trying to say.
You hear that, baby? You will videotape it.
There's directors, I know, y'all making jokes, that are putting drugs in people's drinks.
Oh, that's
Really?
horrible.
At auditions, and then
Are you serious?
slandering the woman's name, and then the woman never works again. Is all I'm saying.
Well, the
And
great
black director.
I think the only good thing
That's an
about this
episode
is that
for another time. We
now
got to get into
that
that.
is.
it
Let's
really
talk about it.
everything is coming out, and they're being exposed. And now, because of social media and because of the different platforms like CNN and Fox and all those people that are airing this out, hopefully we can eradicate a lot of
Absolutely.
it won't end. It's almost like racism. It'll always exist, but
Unfortunately.
hopefully we can stop a lot of that from happening.
There's so many women that are with it, though. You don't have to do all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, there's some
Lies and alcohol
Same.
and get it for you every
Right.
time.
Yeah. When is going too far though? When it comes to talking about what you do in the bedroom with your man or your woman?
There's a limit.
Claudia, before you get to that, I want to. Claire, come here for a second.
Claire?
Young lady, Claire.
Claire?
Is she in there? Come on in
Claire
here.
looking up. Look at Claire looking up.
Claire was on the last episode, and Jerron, he's a little bit blacker now because he came in with the dingy shirt on or whatever. His hair is a little bit,
The Hotel Rwanda hair.
Hey, baby, what's up?
Hey, yo, he from Oco. He not from Orange
from
County. He from
more
Oco.
bass, more bass.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Is
A little
he-
more
Like,
bass, a little more.
sexy now, like, oh.
What's up, girl?
Ooh,
Hey,
yeah.
yo, don't fill us on your syllables either. So you said,
Damn,
hey,
you
girl.
got a white girl telling you to be more black. That's
Right,
what
you said, he called her girl. You gonna say, what's up, girl?
Is he a little bit more sexy now?
Yeah, he's cute. He's
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
See,
you can't
they-
say that.
you said,
This is what you say.
Yeah, girl, I know I'm fine.
Jerron, this is what you say.
No,
No,
no.
Jerron, this is what you say.
Doing too much.
That's what's up.
Less is more.
That's what's up.
No.
Jerron,
Bring it down. Bring it down.
Say, yo,
Tone it
look
down,
at it.
tone
Just
it
look at it.
down.
Look at it. Be like, just say thanks, nigga. That they
No,
like that.
No.
You gotta be real thug with it. Like, yo, good looking.
Claudia
nigga.
knock you out for that one.
Yeah.
I like the
all
lip
right,
curl.
fuck it.
I like the
Is
lip
that
curl.
right there?
I like
She's better?
the lip curl was
Okay.
cool. Okay.
You sound like Beavis and Butthead.
This dude ain't he ain't gonna never get no pussy.
You know what it is.
Hey, you know what time it is?
He ain't gonna get no pussy.
You know what time it is.
I'm trying, all right?
Keep
Is he
jacking off.
He needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still with
I
Beto,
never
right?
find the talking, the moments, the
Yeah.
everything.
All right. Yeah.
All right, keep working on it, man. Keep working on it.
Maybe we should bring in some Hennessy.
Oh, some Hennessy.
That'll nigga you
Thank
up.
you, Claire.
That'll get him right.
Let's get into the stories now. Let's find out what's going on. We'll do it again.
hot again.
Keep it hot.
It's hot again. It's
I didn't know it was
staying hot.
hot.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we had something. Okay. We're good.
All right.
We're still on a
now,
budget.
Actress
Yeah.
Gabrielle Union, while promoting her new book, We're Gonna Need More Wine, said this on the Sway in the Morning show about reciprocity in the bedroom.
Whenever you are having consensual sexual relationships, there should be equal pleasure. And we're not just the vessel for someone else's pleasure. This should be a symbiotic relationship.
Reciprocity.
But wait a
Yes.
second. So if she gives the guy a blowjob, he goes down on her, she eats his ass. I mean, he eats her ass. Then does that mean she has to eat the man's butt?
I mean, if we're talking about equal time
Reciprocity?
here, reciprocity.
Guys,
Sounds like she's a little pro ass eating there.
And a lot of people took this as if Dwayne Wade, her husband, likes to have his butt eaten. Now she never said that,
really said
but
that.
she never said that. So I don't know. But people on the internet started talking about it
They
and
did.
basically dragging Dwayne Wade for it. But is it I want to ask this question: is it too much when you, even though she's a public figure, to come out and she's doing these interviews and she's always open? You're a very open person yourself. Where's the line?
I think when you're talking about things in general, like just people, nothing is off limits. You can say anything you want. I think when you're talking about your partner,
Right.
that's when you should kind of exercise some kind of restraint.
Yeah, right.
And I didn't really get from that she was talking about Dwayne Wade. She was just talking about people said if they were asking her about reciprocity. I don't think she threw him on the bus. I don't.
I've been knowing Gabby for a long time, and the reason why I fucks with Gabby because she does remind me of Claudia. The two beautiful women who
Yes.
speak their mind, unfiltered, real, down to earth, and she's gonna say what she's gonna say. Now, if she was talking about Dwayne Wade, then that's a little bit too far. I'm very private in the bedroom. Like I don't share what I do in the bedroom with women. I just don't. So, but if that's what she feels like to have that type of relationship, then why not?
More power to her.
She's an unfiltered country girl from Oklahoma. Why not?
From Nebraska.
Nebraska, I mean,
Omaha.
Nebraska. Omaha.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And personally, I don't see anything wrong with it. If you two are comfortable with sharing your business, like I tell, we joke
whatever.
about it all the time. I use Viagra. I don't care if people know. I'm not gonna share like personal stuff, but you know.
Oh no, I'm saying okay. You can say that because you're basically telling on yourself. But what if your girl went out and said, girl, Steve didn't have his Viagra, so he couldn't get it up that night or whatever? Is that too much?
Well, I'll be like, why are you telling him our business?
But see, that's what I'm saying. So it's like when she says it, it's one thing for you to talk about.
Oh yeah,
it.
but that's, okay. My thing is, if he's cool with it, all right. But if he's not cool with it, we don't know if he's cool with it. If he's cool with it, then let it roll.
And she's not the one who brought up tossing the salad.
That's true. She's getting blamed for it, actually.
She's getting blamed for it, but she didn't bring it up. She just answers like, hey, whatever's
right.
The reciprocity. Yeah, you reciprocate if you're into something like that. So if you're first of all, I don't know if I should ask. I know Steve does. And Guy, I think you've admitted that you do.
I had a girl, went past the balls one time. I was like, oh,
wait,
no. I'm talking about. I was talking about you giving. So you saying you received it?
A girl, she went a little low. And I was like, oh.
You didn't stop her?
Listen to what I'm saying. I was like,
okay.
Does my mom need to have a talk with you?
No. I don't think it's gay.
It's not gay.
God, Mama Hill want to talk to you. She got a question for you.
Hey, Mama Hill. I'm sorry. I just told the world that you just licked my ass.
Oh, wow, great.
I don't think it's gay if a guy likes to have his butt licked. If he enjoys it when the girl does it. I've never done it, and I'm never going to do it. It's just not something. It's not something that
penetration is questionable.
It's something that I have no desire to do.
Right.
But I don't think. I think if a guy likes that from his woman,
right,
then it's not gay.
Well, I'll tell you this. It's a friend in our crew. We talked about this before we went live.
And he won't tell us.
I'm not going to say who it is, but it's somebody, and not in our. It's in our crew. Like, so it could be.
We got a big ass crew.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I'm gonna say out of the 10 friends that we know, we really see, like every time we have a party, it's one of them niggas
that likes his butt licked.
No, not just like a guy like his butt licked, but we talking about he just said
I'm a butt licker.
Yeah,
like
guy likes that.
He's a butt licky.
He enjoyed it.
So, but a girl broke up with him, and she told me like, whatever. She's like, your boy, like, some butt play, and I was like, whatever. You just bitter. She's like, no, I put it. And then when she showed me some of the stuff at the house that she used,
she penetrated him.
Yeah.
So we can break it down, guys.
Well, you know her too.
Guys, so we can break it down now. So it's one of our guys that lives with somebody because she just showed what's at the house. So it must be somebody that.
No. I went over her house. She don't live with the dude no more. They broke up.
Oh, they broke up.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys that like it.
And I was shocked that she said, because
like
I was like, whatever, you bitter. I know that dude ain't gonna let you do that. She was like, you be surprised at how many dudes go for that.
No,
one of my former co-hosts loved that. And when things went bad, you know what I'm talking about. Really, it went bad. Everybody went in, and people started coming out with, and emails came out. It was crazy.
One of your former co-hosts on the radio?
TV, radio, whatever.
You know what?
So start naming everybody on the Jamie Foxx show.
I've hosted a lot of things.
Yeah, she was on the Ricky Smiley show, the Jamie Foxx show.
Ricky Smiley show, they do got a gay dude on there, though.
Well, that's
yeah, with the T.
It wasn't him.
It wasn't him?
Yeah.
So I mean, so what's the difference? I mean, like Claudia, if a guy asked you to put a
payback, bitch. You ran your mouth about me, I'm gonna run my mouth about you.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
church boy, my ass. What did I say? I didn't say who it was. I did not say who likes to get on all fours and get his booty played with. I never said that. I've hosted a lot of shows, TV and radio.
I love.
Hey, can y'all put up a smiley emoji on the?
Hold on. I'm gonna do like Mike. Hold on.
We're gonna put up a smiley emoji right there.
Am I petty?
Can I tell you something? And we've only on episode 8. I adore working with y'all. This is the best time of my life. I'm telling you, this shit is the best shit ever. Please keep doing this.
Well, Claudia's a star. Claudia, she says, I love her.
Here's my thing. I'm always gonna just tell it like it is, and it's always gonna be true. I'm not a liar, and I would never lie on anybody. But when people just keep going in on you.
You gotta go back.
I take the high road so many times. So every time I take the high road, for every 10 times, I'm gonna have to fire one back.
Then you gotta kick him.
You know how to fire back though.
But you
fire back very well.
Yes.
But you gotta get him in the pedendo.
And
a-
but some guys will arch their back and enjoy it.
No, with a fish. Let me because if a guy asked you to do that, you put on the strap on, say put on the strap on, put this
I'll
in.
fuck the shit out of him.
Okay,
and
if you
tell
did
my
that,
friend.
but okay,
No,
you would tell
I'm
your
sorry.
you would
take his
feel a
manhood
certain
like
I
way.
would never do it.
You would feel a certain way. You would think a certain way
I would
about
never
that guy,
do-
right?
yeah, I would
right?
never do it.
So if he asked you to do it with your tongue, you wouldn't feel the same way.
I was just talking shit. I would never penetrate a man.
Okay.
My ex-boyfriend asked me to do something to him, and I
But
never did.
and you thought
And
a
she had a
certain
few
way about him,
ex-boyfriends.
right?
It made me look like I don't want to penetrate you. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, why
I'm the penetratee.
Right. So if
Only one person to get penetrated in this house is me. Goddamn it.
Here you go.
I mean, I get it. There's some freaky dudes out there, but seriously, like, I mean,
A lot of my friends have penetrated men with full-on strap-ons.
But see, my thing. Okay, so what do they call it? Is that fluid where you just you cool with both?
No, we're just talking about the tongue right now. We've addressed the strap on or whatever. We're talking about the tongue, and is that an issue there?
not
Because
licking
the
nobody's
thing
hairy-ass
is,
tongue.
my
It's not
whole
happening.
thing is, I'm into a lot of things, but just stay away from my butt. Stay away from that.
It's
No
okay to eat a
fingers.
woman's booty though.
No, I ain't doing that.
Out the shower.
I'm not doing
You
that.
wouldn't put a finger in your girl's butt?
Nah,
That feels
and I'll put a
good.
finger in it, but
Girls like
I'm not
that.
putting my tongue down there. First of all, I don't know what I'm doing when I do
Out
that.
the shower, you can do whatever you
No,
want.
man, still.
I think if you
out the
got,
shower.
I think if you got,
Look at Gerard.
I think if you got
Right
money,
after the shower.
Right after the shower.
Right after the shower, yeah. You take her in the jacuzzi first, then you go in the shower
This bug got a
afterwards
plan.
to
Hey,
wash
Claire,
up the
come back.
chlorine.
You hearing this?
Look at Claire ran in.
Claire said she's back.
That's how you do it, though.
She
You wash up
changed
the
his
she
name.
said, did somebody say anal?
I'm single, J-Rod. Changed his name. He
Oh, you
J-Rod
like that, Claire?
now.
You like that?
Oh, nice for little baby.
Yeah. You want to go in the jacuzzi with me?
He went back to sexual predator. He went back.
I thought that was
It got weird.
Sharon Weinstein.
Hey, we was talking about this. So you're talking about some deal breakers, though. What are some of your deal breakers?
Relationship deal breakers?
Yeah, relationship deal breakers when it comes to that.
To sex?
To sex or
Period,
just
whatever.
period.
What was I talking about though? I remember I was
Deal
texting.
breaker.
Let me go. Okay,
You go first.
one is definitely you ain't putting no strap on. Don't even ask me
Right.
that bullshit. That ain't gonna fucking happen. Okay. The other thing is I'm a neat freak, kind of OCD. I had this girl I was really digging, and her crib wasn't that clean. It was like wasn't that clean, and it's like and that turns me off. And it's because if you ain't cleaning your house, then
Your box.
your box is exactly
Might not be,
right.
Oh,
Right, and same thing. Yeah, so a girl wanted to cook for me one time and invite me over for chitlins, and you got to clean
You know how
chitlins.
bad they smell.
You got to
Oh,
clean
yeah,
chitlins.
man.
So
Right.
I went over her house and I went to the bathroom and her bathroom was dirty. And I'm like, well, if your bathroom dirty,
like what you talking about dirty? Like she had some stuff on the sink, or is it just
nasty? Just
the
not
toilet seat
clean.
wasn't?
No,
Yeah.
let's
That type
bring
of
this
shit.
back. What type of broad you inviting you over for dinner and cooking chitlins? What type
This
of
before
nigga
before I
bitches?
moved to L.A. This is
So
back
this
in
is like
St.
your
Louis.
first date. She's inviting you over for
Yeah,
some
if
chitlins.
you ain't
You want
cleaning your
some
bathroom, you
chitlins,
damn sure
guy?
cleaning
I'm gonna cook that nigga some hog
makes
balls.
sense.
And if you ain't cleaning your bathroom, you ain't cleaning your box. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
Man's personal hygiene, like the house, of course, but like if you're like I remember this guy, he had like a pepper in his tooth, like a piece of black
one of
pepper,
those, yeah.
and then I saw him the next day, and the pepper was still there. So clearly,
God.
So
Wait. Okay, now was it like on a cruise where he could have
No,
stayed up all night and been partying with?
Wow.
no, and
Oh, we know him. Oh shit.
Maybe that's why he got his side tooth taken out.
like if I have to check, I would have to check. Okay, he's someone I dated. Okay, he's someone I had to check his toothbrush and make sure it was wet. Like one time he left the house and the toothbrush was dry. I go, nigga, I checked your toothbrush and it's dry. Did you forget to do something
Wow.
today? And he was like, I brushed my teeth. I had another toothbrush. I go, no, you did not.
Nigga, that
Your
is
toothbrush
hilarious.
is dry. Like it has not been wet in 2 days. What are you doing?
Did his breath
There's
stink?
a female comic I used to tour with, and she was in love with this guy who was in entertainment. We're gonna say that. And he came over her house, and she was like, "Man, I want to really get with this guy." And he went to the bathroom, and she said he used the bathroom, heard him and then didn't wash his hands.
Oh.
And she said he
came in the room all dicky.
He came in. She put in the bathroom just to make sure. Maybe she just missed the water. And she said he didn't wash his hands. And she was like, that was it. She shut everything down.
How do you feel after sex if she just gets up, puts her stuff on, just walks out?
That's happened before. Sometimes
No.
it
I
hurt
mean,
me.
but she
No,
goes.
first of all,
like,
they supposed to be asleep. What the hell y'all doing that they getting up leaving?
They got to get back home to their husband.
All right.
wow. Wow.
Right. I can't top that. Go to commercial. I can't top that. Go on.
That's great.
Another deal breaker is when a guy cannot handle his liquor. I think that's so unattractive.
For a woman too.
For a
though.
woman too.
Okay.
It's
Very
worse for a woman.
unattractive for a woman.
Oh, it's very unattractive
Let me
for a
tell you
woman.
something. My brother's here. Let me tell you, this is a funny thing. We was at a club, right? And I see this girl, they carrying her down the stairs, and her ass all out, and she drunk. I'm laughing like, yo, look at this bitch. Then all of a sudden I see my little cousin Tony behind her, and I was like, and then I look up, and it was the girl face. It's my cousin falling down. I was like,
Yeah, that's not sexy.
One of my guy friends, this is someone that I wasn't with him. My guy friend, I was at this event, at this like celebrity baseball softball game, right? And he lived in the town that the event was at, so he hung out with me and my friends at the event. So he got super drunk. The event was at our hotel. He got super drunk, and he was like, "Can I just crash for a little while?" I'm like, "All right, but all right." So he gets up and he goes into the bathroom. He stumbles into my bathroom, and I could hear him.
Colin Earl?
He peed all over the toilet in the back, like the back of the toilet. It was piss everywhere.
Oh, that's urine, though. This dude.
I knew he was going to tell the story.
Oh, yeah.
So you had somebody have urine on the back of your toilet on the back of the wall.
I was sick.
Guy, tell the story.
This nigga took a dump in my extra bath. I had my half bath. And I'll just say this: it looked like his ass sneezed.
I was sick.
It looked like he had like hangover doo doo, and his ass went chuh because it was shit sprinkles all over the place. It's like you took a paintbrush, dipped it in some paint doo doo, and just said ha ha ha.
Listen, and I didn't believe
it was on the wall.
It was on the wall, Steve. How do you?
It was on the
wall, bro.
Okay, listen. I was drunk and I was sick.
So
all I remember is
projectile.
Listen. Here's the thing. Straight up, I do remember staggering to the bathroom. I do remember using.
You
it.
were drunk?
Yes, very drunk. First of all, I hadn't drank in like 6 months, and then I moved to LA. He take me out, and we go to this club, and it's because he a fucking guy tour. It's free alcohol. So I'm drinking. Then we went to Ribs USA. They boiled their ribs. They got boiled ribs.
Boiled ribs.
I'm eating these motherfuckers, and all of a sudden, about 3 a.m, my stomach was like, "Now, nigga." And I just got up and I went to the bathroom. I just used it, but it was all good, And I went and laid down. Man, I was laying on the floor, sleep, stomach hurt. That nigga was just standing over me with some lights. All like, "Yo, get up, nigga." I'm like, "What's up?" And he's like, "I ain't cleaning this." I'm like, "What?"
Because your wife saw it first, right, guy?
My ex-wife. Yes, when I was married. Yeah.
So I didn't know what he was talking about. I'm like, "Dude, what?" And I go to the bathroom and I'm like, "Get the fuck, nigga! I ain't do that shit."
Remember, when everybody grew up a kid in the hood, and you take the fire hydrant, and in the summertime, that's how his ass sprayed.
That's why when I walked in there, I said, "Man, get the fuck! I ain't do that, man. Get the." But who else is there?
Because the next day it kind of dries.
It was
and
dry.
Oh man, spackled.
Yeah.
They need to see CSI to go
I don't
in
know
the bathroom.
what happened. Because when I saw it, I was like, "Man, get the fuck out of here! I did not do that."
It was a shitty
but
situation.
But I know I shit in this man's house. So who else did it?
Well, that was an unstable shit. We got some more unstable shit coming up right after this.
Oh, unstable stomach, Steve.
Welcome back. It's the Unstable Podcast with the Oddcast. We've got Mike Hill, Guy Torrey, Steve Wilson, who was supposed to give me some weed, but I don't see it.
Hey, I will go upstairs and get it for you.
I told you 3 times to go
shirt.
upstairs, man.
I go. Come on.
You know what? I like the idea of weed, but then every single time I get so sleepy and I'm like useless.
That's why I don't like weed. It's like only time I smoke weed is if I'm with a girl and she likes to smoke, and then we shotgun and that's it. Because weed makes me sleepy, or it makes me quiet, or it makes me horny. And I ain't drinking, smoking a weed with a bunch of dudes.
Well, y'all smoking the wrong type.
I smoke cigars.
It's different types of weed, and I can screw you on.
You know what all there is?
I hear it makes you very creative. That's what I hear.
Yeah,
I heard
you
that.
haven't
You heard about that? Yeah,
No,
you heard about that.
that's what I heard. I mean,
I had great weed in Amsterdam, and it makes the sex great too.
But that's why I like it.
Claudia, hold on a second. What doesn't make the sex great?
You said no dose and alcohol.
You said
Now
no
it's
dose,
weed.
alcohol, weed.
Unemployment, missing side teeth, small penis, big balls,
pepper in the teeth,
pepper in the tooth.
She said, "I'm missing side tooth."
There's a lot of things that make sex awful. All right. In the news, we've got Justin Timberlake. He has been announced as being the halftime performer for Super Bowl 2018. And some people are pissed. And they started a Justice for Janet campaign. Remember, Nipplegate was 14 years ago. Guy was at the game.
I was at that game.
And it's like, it seems like all has been forgiven for Justin, and people are kind of mad. They think that she should be performing with him.
Let me just tell you, I saw the nipple on the Jumbotron.
Did you know it was a nipple at the time?
I was with your brother too.
And it bounced.
It bounced.
It bounced. That tastes like bloop.
When that happened, I was with your brother Joe at the Cleveland Improv, and that was
Really?
the talk of the.
Yeah, I was in Houston at the game.
I
man.
freaking missed it.
I love me some
turned
Janet.
my head at the last second and I missed it. And
Because when it happened, I was like, "Did that?"
My
And then
boy
when it went off,
Calvin
I
was
was
there.
like,
He's like,
yeah.
"Is that her nipple?"
Yeah.
And then so he had
Well, it
the
was a
DVR.
titty. She had it covered. The nipple was kind of
Is
covered.
that a good choice for the halftime performance?
JT? Yeah, he's an entertainer. I like Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake's
Yeah.
man.
Shit, I say bring back Bruno Mars. I don't
Bruno
care.
Mars is a
Bruno
beast.
Mars is
Or
a
Prince.
beast.
Well, can't bring back Prince.
They
love-
wanted to have Jay-Z, but Jay-Z turned it down.
Oh, that'd
Right.
be dope. But
Yeah.
I
Right.
respect that. I loved, my favorite was, of course, Beyonce. And she had the political message.
Yeah.
as
I
well.
was there that
Yeah.
year. I was.
I
in New
want to
Orleans
see
that
if they're
year.
gonna kneel at the Super Bowl. That's why I can't wait to see that.
Ooh, good point, Steve. And now I want to say this because I was boycotting the NFL. Now that Roger Goodell said that he doesn't care. He wants them to stand, but now he doesn't care if they. I mean, he cares, but
No punishment.
No punishment. Now I'm back full.
But the
on
Cowboys
NFL.
still, like Jerry Jones still has his
I'm
ban,
back
I
because
guess.
the Bills 4-2. I'm back now. I don't care
Oh
about this.
my goodness!
And the
We
Patriots
look at
are
you sell out.
5-2.
Oh, you dark
And so-
getting
and
shot
so-
by the cops. The Bills are winning. I don't care.
And so the Rams.
Well, I'm boycotting
Right.
the season. My team's winning
Well, yeah,
5.
yeah, the
It's
Giants are
terrible.
one. Of course you don't care about the
I don't give a
NFL.
damn about the
Yeah.
season. I think Justin Timberlake at the end of his performance, Janet should show up, pop up, grab him by the crotch, pull his pants down, and expose one of his nuts.
I'm with that.
Just expose one nut,
Let me
right?
tell you right now, I just saw Janet in Vegas 2 weeks ago, and I'm telling you, she is that
bad.
show was hot.
I
That show was
think
hot.
Justin
Have a
is
chance to go
much
see
money.
Janet Jackson. Go see the show. She is all that.
I think they're going to be sneaky and pull a fast one. I think she's going to show up.
Right.
I think she's going to be
as
part
much
of it.
money as he's made off our community, he better take a knee.
Yeah.
Man, look at that titty right there.
Because the
That was
NFL
that's a nice. You see that?
The NFL came
But
out
you don't
and
want to
said,
see him now. She got 50-year-old titties. You don't want to see
No,
that.
Well,
no,
she
I
just
saw-
had
no,
babies
no,
too.
no.
She
Hey,
just
man,
had a baby.
hey,
Let's
man.
talk about
yeah.
it. It look like Nana
They
titties.
all taste the same. I had them all 50, 25, 35. They all taste the same.
Baby by a billionaire.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
But the show was hot. I ain't gonna lie. Her
500
show was hot, man.
It's Janet Jackson. They don't
Janet
make
Jackson.
no mistakes,
I
man.
am looking forward to seeing Justin Timberlake, though.
Yeah.
I think he's
No,
a
he's
great
an entertainer,
entertainer.
man.
He does it all.
Absolutely.
He's one of those guys that just like not a triple threat. He's a quadruple
He
threat.
can do comedy.
He can do
He can
comedy.
act.
He can act.
He can do sketch
He can
comedy.
sing.
He can
Yep.
sing and he can
Yep.
dance.
He can dance.
He could be another member of Saturday Night Live and kill it easy.
Yep.
He's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
him.
he's
The only
really good.
person that can do all that like that was Sammy Davis Jr. Can do it all.
That can sing,
dance,
act,
and
yep.
do comedy.
And do
Sammy
comedy.
Davis Jr. was that
Jamie
dude.
Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx
Jamie
can't
Foxx.
dance though.
He can't dance, though.
He can't
Jamie
dance.
can't
He
dance.
can't
Right,
dance.
right,
Jamie can't
Yeah.
dance.
He can't dance?
Can Jamie dance?
Have you ever seen Jamie dance?
Yeah. They
I
have
mean,
But
like-
we haven't
like-
seen him like dance
Well,
like
I
the
mean, like
choreography.
dancing in the club. We talking about, yeah, like, yeah,
Not
exactly.
like Chris Brown.
He probably could. He's multi-talented.
He
though.
is. No, he's another talented dude. Absolutely.
Chris Brown can act too, right? Chris Brown can
He can
sing.
act,
He
yeah.
can
I
dance.
fool.
He can
Oh,
act.
he was in
He
that
can
Christmas
but,
movie.
But he, yeah,
He's good in that,
but
too.
he's not in comedy.
No, it's
He's
not
not known for
comedy.
comedy.
He's not known for comedy.
He boxed too.
For drama, yeah.
Oh, he boxed.
Oh, see.
Oh, wow.
We seen his
There
work.
we
That's
go.
not too soon. That was a long
We seen
time
his
ago.
No,
work.
it's still. It's
Never too soon.
He does
Yes,
put out
it is.
hits.
Never too soon with
Oh,
comedians.
see. I'm not standing here for domestic violence, man. My mom.
We would
got that
never.
shit. Yeah, man.
No,
I'm
I
not
mean his
doing this
music.
It would
Your
be
mama
domestic violence. She beat your ass.
So Halloween is coming.
He's a victim. That's
Right,
right.
right.
He's a victim.
Halloween is coming up.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Any day now. By the time the show comes out.
It might be past Halloween. Might be Thanksgiving by the time the show comes.
Do you guys dress up for Halloween? You
I
guys
don't
into
do
it?
it. It's
I
a
haven't
pagan
done it.
holiday. I really don't fuck with it, to be honest. It's a pagan holiday. And people don't know what Halloween, originated. It's really a Celtic holiday back in the day.
A
When they did-
Celtic?
Yeah. In Celtic Ireland. What they did
Oh, I thought you
was,
meant the Boston
in these little
Celtics.
villages, what they would do was, it was really dress up in these costumes to scare the evil spirits out. And then what they would do is, in these towns, everybody it was like a potluck. So you go by everybody's house and pick up some steak or some eggs or some potatoes. And that's where the whole origin
So
of
how did
Halloween
it get to
started.
Reese's and
Look at
Snickers?
candy. Yeah,
Because the United States got a hold to it and made it
Right.
put money out of it,
Of
monetized
course,
it.
yeah.
But that's where it really started. It was really to put on costume and scare the evil spirits out of these little towns.
They
And
always
that's where
turn
it started.
everything into money. That's what I
But
hate about this.
isn't that the day that the ladies can
Yes.
let out their inner whore?
Yes, that's what I love about it.
Yeah, and thank you for
that's-
just taking all the fun out of my
What? So,
topic I want to talk about.
I'm so,
Oh,
did I
the
tell
Celtic
bring it
holiday,
back.
I know
people dying.
he did, right? God, he's a downer. Like,
I
he's a
mean-
downer all day.
That motherfucker did research. What you don't understand is the pagans killed niggas. Wait, what?
Can a nigga live? I mean,
But the thing I like about Halloween is
I
that's
put
when,
on a Scooby Doo mask
No,
and be
that's
happy.
when you
nigga.
find out. That's when you
Kenny,
find
you
out
can't-
who the freaks are. Because
Exactly.
women on Halloween they dress up in the freakiest
Nurses
outfits. That's
and-
why I love it. So we're
I-
back
So
to
what are you
It's the
dressing up
whole
as,
nurse, it's
Claudia?
the
back
whole
to your
cop.
happiness.
I don't do the sexy thing so much. I've only done that like once or twice. I do silly stuff at
I
Halloween
know.
because I like comedy. I think so. One year I was an Asian man. Let me show y'all a picture. I
This
have it in
picture's
my-
hilarious.
Look at, I was an Asian man. See that?
Oh, that's
I saw
yeah.
people that I know who did not recognize me. I glued
That was a good
That
costume.
is
I
really
glued
good.
a
That's
piece
really
of
good.
weave to my chin, and I was in character worked up all night. I had the Chinese slippers. I was like, dang,
You know,
son.
you know who you
So-
should be? Omarosa.
I will. maybe I will go buy Whole Foods, see if they have any more fish left over, and cover myself in fish. And maybe I'll buy some Monistat 7, and I'll put the box on my forehead. No. Okay.
Oh my God!
So I know I said I wasn't
I
going to
love this
attack
woman
her
so
anymore.
much, man. That's why
I don't want to be a fish market
Steve
for
set you
Halloween.
up.
I love her so
If
much.
I want to be a coon, I'll be Ben Carson. I will
my
not be.
God.
Or Stacey Dash.
Or Stacey Dash. So okay, look. So I have a Halloween story. So one year I went to my girl's Halloween party, and like she was hanging with this girl I wasn't really rocking with anymore. So she initiated like a food fight with a cake, my girl's birthday cake, because her birthday's on Halloween.
Okay.
And she put like cake all in my dude's mask, and then she got it in my camera. She ruined my camera.
Oh, really?
So the girl whose party with her dad had just passed. So I was like, out of respect, I'm like, I'm not gonna beat this bitch's ass today. But I swear, I am vowing right here on October 31st, 2007. I will get you back by any means necessary. I don't know when, I don't know where.
So
but
it's been
I'm
10
getting,
years, and you still thinking
I'm
about
getting you
this?
back, right? Mm-hmm. No, this happened in 2008. 1 year to the day, the same friend had a birthday party, and I was like, I'm gonna stop by. I was dressed as an Asian man, so just get the visuals real quick.
Yeah.
I'm dressed as an Asian man. I made my face white. I cut my eyebrows off. That's how much I committed to my
you
character,
dedicated.
so I could draw my eyebrows like
Committed to
that,
the
right?
character.
Yes. So I get word that old girl is at the party. So I told my girl, let's rock. And let's go. Right? So we're standing around the cake, and I told two of my friends, get you 2 handfuls of cake and just don't say shit. Just listen to me, okay?
Follow my lead.
Like, follow my lead. Now,
You
mind you,
bullshitting.
Asian costume, hat, white skin.
Fu Manchu.
I'm just in character. I'm doing the soldier boy in the character in the outfit. So we see her go out the back door, and she's in an expensive costume. Like she was like Little Bo Peep or some shit like that. Like she's pretty, right? So she went out the back. We go around the front, and I grab the cake from my friend and go,
Plot it.
"This is for last year, bitch!" All up in her face, and I got cake, 2 pieces of cake with frosting all up in her hair and everything. And then I was like, I was like, "Payback, bitch!" And so she was like, oh. She's like, "Fight me straight up." Fight. I said, "No. This wasn't about a fight. It was now we're even." I said, "Actually, now we could be cool. We good, right?" Bye, Little Bo Peep. And I took off. But I got my revenge, so now all is good. So now we cool.
Don't fuck with Claudia Joy.
I'm telling you, man.
Don't
See,
fuck with Claudia Joy.
murder.
I'm just listen. I don't ever start with anybody.
But you
I'm
finish
about fairness. An eye for an eye. It's in the Bible, I believe. I don't know what page because I never read it, but it's
That's
in the
nice.
Bible somewhere. And that I feel like things should be fair. If you do something to me, for every action, there's a reaction.
It's about reciprocity.
you
As
sound like
Gabrielle
Gabrielle
Union
Union
says. It's
said.
reciprocity.
But I ain't licking no butt. But you can lick mine. Thank you. You know who you are.
No padum.
No padendo.
No,
padum.
All right, we had a good time today.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
A great time.
man. Always
An
unstable.
outstanding
At
time.
8th episode, this is the best time I had with y'all.
Say that every damn
They
time.
do get better
Steve.
and better.
I'm serious. I'm happy to be working with
Because you
cool
weren't smoking
people.
the entire time. This is the first time you may have been sober on the show.
I don't like your attitude. I'm gonna get high right now. After though,
Okay, so
I'm just saying I enjoy working with you fuckers until you start talking that bullshit. Now quit.
Can I say shout out to all the new people that have subscribed to us on
Yes.
YouTube
Yes,
and iTunes?
yes,
Thank you very
yes.
much. And that's spreading the word. I've been getting a lot of people reaching out and saying this is my favorite new podcast. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for all the new followers, and please
Yes.
tell a friend.
And we never gave, out our
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the neighborhood thing. What about the neighborhood thing?
No,
We'll do the
not
neighborhood. We'll talk about our
neighborhood.
social media
But we never
first.
gave up our social media handles. So if you're on Twitter and you're on Instagram, make sure you go to Unstabled with the D podcast at Unstabled Podcast. That's with the D. Actually, if you're on YouTube, it is Unstabled Podcast. Unstabled Podcast. And then if you're on Facebook, it's Unstabled _D. Unstabled _D. If you want to email us and tell us how beautiful we are, then you go to unstabledpodcast@gmail.com.
I need that, Pat. I need to check those emails.
yeah.
Yeah, we should.
Gotta see the
Unstablepodcast@gmail.com. We're new.
Yeah.
We're having fun. We love you. Thank you for listening to us. Tell somebody. Let us grow. Let's grow together.
Oh, that was.
Oh wow,
That was
was
nice.
really
That
good.
was
No,
touching
we can
from
just
the heart.
end, we can
just-
end on that right
Hey,
there.
that was an
Let's
asshole.
sing
That was-
Kumbaya and
Yes.
just end it right there. Turn
So-
the music up.
So we're not doing
Let's
anything.
roll-
nigga.
No, he
No,
ain't.
we're not gonna do it today. We're gonna just roll the credits.
Wait, we're not saying bye? Hold on.
We saying
rolling the
goodbye.
credits.
This
Don't let
is-
the high guy direct the show. First of all, follow me on social media at Claudia Jordan, Real C Jordan on Snapchat. You're not going to
see
deny
them
me
titties?
my followers. Yes, you will.
You seen it pop up throughout the show, so that guy too. It's gonna be down here somewhere, like right here.
That's
I
right
think.
here. It's
Right
I, Steve Wilson, for Facebook, Twitter, all the same thing. Check us out.
And it's Mike Hill, ITS Mike Hill, for any inquiries, especially if I'm gonna leave that alone.
You
I'm
got
gonna
enough
tell
girls
you-
in your stable right now.
No, I'm good. I'm about to settle down.
Whatever.
By the end of the
shit.
year, by the end of the year, you'll see.
shit.
Oh, and
Believe that.
IRS, I can't stand you. Fuck you.
Oh,
I hate
hold on.
you.
No, we're going to cut that out. No. I love the IRS. Don't come after me. I'm not with the I don't know her ass. Go ahead. We'll see you later on the next On Stage
Hey,
podcast.
that was the guy Tory.
All right.
Iris is my baby
scared.
mama. Iris is my baby mama.